You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's. I know they got y'all here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that paper, stacking that moolah, that cheddar, that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, and everybody that understands we are growing this channel organically. Constant elevation. Yeah, we are on our way to the top. Well over 30,000 subscribers, approaching 40K. Yeah, we on our way. You know what I mean? Even bigger salute to all my newcomers. Everybody that, tapped into the channel. Everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Grown Man Business TV. Understand, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in this lane, homie. And you better know something. If you merge into this lane, we gonna crash out. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now, do me a big favor. Wipe your feet off before you walk into the big house. Wipe your feet off, man. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing every time we go live right here at Grown Man Business TV. Big salute to the chat, man. Now, you see the thumbnail. You see the title. Sauce Walka and Sayso P are ambushed by gunmen out there in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, I said to myself, man, I'm going to go ahead and do a late night tap in. You know what I mean? It's unusual. This is not the normal time that we go live, but I wanted to see how many we could get in the building. I wanted to see how many we could get in the room, late night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I wanted to see who's up, who's consuming, you know what I mean, the content at this time of night. How many people we can get in here? So we gonna try it out. Big salute, Drewski. I see you in the chat. BJ, I see you in the chat. What it do, my G's? Long day in the pool, long day in the jacuzzi. Just doing what we do, man. Had an amazing live stream earlier. Big salute to everybody that was tapped in. And I took a nap because OGs like myself, we gotta take naps, man. So I took a nap. I woke up and I seen what's going down with Sauce Walka, seen what happened to Sayso P, and some downloads begin to download, and it's always a message in the madness, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna talk about this now. You already know, before we get into this message, before the downloads are delivered, you know what I mean? You already know, man, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta protect the live stream. I gotta protect the chat. It's a lot of bots. It's a lot of work by the higher ups and the elites to slow down the message and try to muffle the message. You know what I mean? So I gotta do some customizations to the chat. Yeah. Customizations to the chat at all times. Big salute. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody that, man. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button before y'all walk in here. Wipe your feet off at the door. Bam, there it is. Listen, man, before you get in here with your Twitter fingers and all that, typing and commenting and going back and forth and begging for attention and begging for dialogue with Grown Man Business TV, before you get to using your Twitter fingers and all that, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, homie. That's the only way we gonna go back and forth. That's the only way we gonna have a car. That's the only way you gonna be in the chat with your Twitter fingers doing what you do. You know what I mean? Big salute to the chat. But I need to tell you something. If you're not going to subscribe, that's okay. Get in the back of the class, close your mouth, and open your eyes. Close your mouth and open your eyes, homie. We don't need to hear you. But you can get a dose of this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So let's see, man. Like I said, man, we're going to see how many we can get in the chat. Late night, you know what I mean? We just tapping in late night. Beautiful Saturday, man. Had a great time today. The pool is still popping right now. I got the pool still going. You know what I mean? When you're doing it like that, man, it's 24 hours. We do what we want to do. Nah, Sauce Walka didn't pass away. Salute, BJ. I see you in the chat. Let me give you some context on what's going on. So, Sauce Walka was in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm guessing he had an artist, a TSA artist by the name of Sayso P along with him. Now, they were downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Some gunmen approached them. Some bullets and some shots were let off, and Sayso P lost his life. But Sauce Walka lives. Sauce Walker's still here. Sauce Walka didn't, you know. So big salute to Sauce Walka, man. He's still here. He's a lucky man, and you know, Sayso P is no longer here. Sayso P lost his life. Sayso P passed away due to his injuries. You know what I mean? So first and foremost, it's nasty work, man. But secondly, you know, the only thing that really resonated with me and the downloads that downloaded with me is that, you know, the poor is going to eat the rich every time. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. That's going to be the download for tonight. Is that what you got to understand is the poor is going to always eat the rich. And, you know, it's a war going on outside. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from it. Don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how much fame, celebrity you got. You understand what I'm saying? It's a war going on outside. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, it's already been written that the poor is going to eat the rich. The poor. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, the deep part about that is it's really going to apply to hip-hop artists first. In due time, homie, you need to understand something. In due time, each and everybody within the industry will become a target. They will become a target, B. You know what I mean? The industry, the government, music, Hollywood, all these different industries, all these different tools used by the higher-ups and the elites, is going to come a time where everybody with the face, a famous face, is going to become a target. It's going to, and it's going to be open season. But because hip-hop is an entity that thrives off negativity, it is a music genre that thrives off of death and sliding and shooting and hypersexuality and all of these different tools used by the higher-ups and the elites. Because hip-hop is the only genre of music that engages in that way, hip-hop artists are going and have been the only artists that have such a high death rate. You ever notice that it's really not rock and roll singers getting their heads blown off? It's really not country singers getting their heads blown off. It's not R&B singers that's getting their heads knocked off. For the majority, it is hip-hop artists. That is because of what hip-hop represents. Now, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We keep the receipts. I'm going to show you a receipt. The last video that Sayso P, the last video that he took, and it's going to explain to you exactly what I just told you. It's going to stamp that. The poor is going to eat the rich, homie. And then I'm going to go deeper into that analogy. You know, R.I.P. to Sayso P. Salute to Sauce Walka for surviving them shots. Yeah, we don't respect the dude who got shot. We respect the shooter. In my era, we respect the shooter. You know what I mean? So salute the Sauce Walka for surviving them bullets. You know what I mean? And maybe this will give you a fair warning. This will have it be a lesson that you can apply to your life, Sauce Walka. And understanding that ain't nothing sweet. Ain't nothing sweet outside. I just told y'all. I just told y'all about being outside. So you already know how we do here, man. Stacy Galore, I see you in the chat. You know, we keep the receipts. I want to show y'all the last video that Sayso P made. And then we're going to talk more about this. But the poor will eat the rich. Every time. Big salute to the chat, man. Make sure y'all run up them likes. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. We just hit 5 million views on this channel organically. And we're going to talk about that. But for right now, let's stay on topic. Big salute. Hit the like button, man.
I mean, living with this shit, man. What you talking about? Here's the totem people, man. Got that shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all that shit, man. We having this shit, man. See what the shit down, holding this shit. Sauce away, man. Still holding though. Forever holding, putting it, gravity unit, G unit. Sauce shit, man. It's so regular, man. Get all the Yeah, man, we in Memphis with this shit, man. What you talking about? Head to toe them people, man. Got that shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all that shit, man. We having this shit, man. See what the fuck down, holding this shit. The sauce way, man. Still holding though. Forever holding, putting it, yeah, gravity unit, G unit. Sauce shit, man. Head to toe regular, man. Got all the. Yeah, man, we in Memphis with this shit, man. What you talking about? Head to toe them people, man. Got that shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all that shit, man. We having this shit, man. See what the fuck down, holding this shit. The sauce way, man. Still holding though. Forever holding, putting it, yeah, gravity unit, G unit. Sauce shit, man. Head to toe regular, man. Got all the.
Now, you know, I gotta say this, right? You dudes make it so easy. You make it. This shit is too easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know something, man. I don't pre-record this. I'm not rehearsing the script. The downloads download how they download, and all I do is deliver the downloads. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. The downloads are download how they download, and all I do is deliver the downloads. And you rappers, you actors, you puppets for the higher ups and the elites, y'all make this shit too easy, way too easy for Grown Man Business TV. Now, like I said, the poor is gonna eat the rich. We're gonna get deeper into that. I want to deep dive into that whole analogy. But if you look at this video right here, what you will see is Sayso P with a whole bunch of money recording a video with Sauce Walka. Now, mind you, they somewhere in Memphis, Tennessee. They on live. They showing off all this jewelry. They showing off all this money, right? You know what I mean? They doing what they do. And then what they do is they walk they silly asses outside, not understanding that the poor is gonna eat the rich. The poor is watching. The shooters, the wolves, the killers, the sliders is watching that live stream. The killers is looking. They see that go-yard bag. It's a lot of poverty in Memphis, homie. You know, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get deep into this. But the poor is going to eat the rich. So this was the live stream that sealed Sayso P's fate. You understand what I'm saying? This is the live stream that put homie in the trick bag. This is the stunting in a live stream that put him in a position to get his head blown off. You gotta understand something, man. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you again. Big dog status. Let me give you some game on this. It's a lot of poverty in Memphis, and for some reason, hip hop. Yeah, I'm talking about rap music. Hip hop, rap music is the only genre of music where people make a whole bunch of money. They make it out the ghetto. They get all this fame, success, and all this fortune, and all they want to do is stunt on the poor. They want to get the Maybach. They want to get the $100,000 cash. They want to get the chains and the jewelry, and then they want to go back to the hood where all the poor people live at, and they want to show it off. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I'm not here to say salute and let some flowers go for Sayso P. You got to be smarter than that. And for some reason, you want to stunt on poor people. Because if you did your research, what you will understand is young Dolph got his head blown off out there in Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah. Yo Gotti's brother got his head blown off out there in Memphis, Tennessee. It's a lot of poverty out there in Memphis, Tennessee. So the last thing you should have been doing is flashing 100, 150,000 in cash and then walking your silly ass on the main block downtown Memphis. The poor is going to eat the rich. And that's what happened to Sayso P. Salute to the chat. Why so late? I see that. I seen that right there. You know, I took a nap. I woke up a little late. I had already planned on going live, but I was cleaning the pool. I was handling some business, and I didn't really get a chance to go live. So I said, how about we go live right now? See how many we can get in the building. We got 300 people in the live stream right now. Run them likes up. Yeah, I like that. It make me feel good and let me know that we doing the right thing. We just hit 5 million views on this channel, and at 12 o'clock, 12:30 at night, we got over 300 people in the live right now. The message is pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. Run them likes up, man. 300 people in the chat, man. Hit the like button. You know, I don't know who Sayso P is, so when I check my DM and people are saying Sauce Walka got shot, Sayso P, I know Sauce Walka. I look into it. Sauce Walka survived them bullet wounds, but Sayso P, the video was nasty. Them shooters out there in Memphis, they did Sayso P absolutely filthy out there. Left them sprawled out all over the street. You know what I mean? Those videos I have become numb to. I have been desensitized. You know, the video got Sayso P laid out in the street. They trying to revive Sayso P, but you could tell it's over. Hot concrete. You know, he laid down on the hot concrete with his brains everywhere. This is not the time. And again, I always notice that in hip-hop genre, hip-hop music, the end-all be-all goal is to go back to the hood and stun on poor people. Take a $300,000 car back to the ghetto. Yeah, look.
Yeah, man, we living with this shit, man. What you talking about? Here to tell them people, man. Got that shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all that shit, man. We have this shit, man. See what this shit holding this shit. Sauce away, man. Still holding though. Forever holding, putting it gravity unit, G unit. Sauce shit, man. It's so rough.
Look right there. Look right there. Right there. The shooter said the money is in the gold yard bag. Oh yeah, they downtown. And the money is in the gold yard bag. Yeah. So, you know, one thing for sure, two things for certain. We not here to hold your hand at Grown Man Business TV. One thing for sure, two things for certain. You know, pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. I can only give it to you raw. Now, I said earlier that the poor is going to eat the rich. Well, let me break that down for you. There's going to come a time where you are going to have to be able to walk amongst the people. Let me give you some context. Let's just say we go into World War III right now. Let's just say something happens right now. Let's say Russia comes. Let's say it go up right now. A war starts. Let's just say, you know, let's say the electricity goes. Let's just say World War III starts right now. Everybody is going to have to move along and with the people. Let's just say all the electricity go out. Understand something. You're going to have to move with the people. You're going to have to be outside with the people. And all of these famous people, you know, the people that we call famous, you're going to look to the right. It's going to be right there. The poor are going to eat the rich. The poor are going to eat the famous. There's no way around it. Imagine you know, it's a war going on outside and you look to the right and Beyonce is right there. The poor is going to eat the rich. Imagine it's a war going on outside and right there is Chris Brown or somebody like, it's genocide happening. The poor are going to eat the rich. And right now we're seeing it on a small scale. It's all the ball is rolling. The snowball effect is happening with hip hop artists. You think it's a coincidence that all of these rappers get their head blown off every year? We got multiple rappers getting their heads blown off every year. You think that's a coincidence? Well, here at Grown Man Business TV, I'm here to tell you there is no such thing as a coincidence. Hip hop music is filthy. Hip hop music promotes genocide. Hip hop music promotes death, destruction, confusion, disorder, hypersexuality. Hip hop music is the voice. And because the real are not speaking out, because the real are not giving up the game, hip hop is declining. Hip hop is on a downward spiral. You want me to give you something? Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, the rappers, the hip hop artists used to say, we are only news anchors for the ghetto. They say, why do you talk about violence? Why do you talk about poverty? Why do you talk about, killing and drugs and sex, violence? And the rappers would say, we are only talking about the things that we are experiencing in our neighborhoods. And guess what? That was honest. That was pure intentions. That was the perfect answer. But what happens when these rappers are no longer in the ghetto? What happened when these rappers are no longer in the hood? These rappers are no longer in poverty. These rappers now have $100,000 watches, $300,000 chains, $400,000 houses, and they live off in the suburbs, but they're still rapping about death, drugs, sex, and destruction. That is unpure. Those are unpure intentions. That is against the universal law. Let me go deeper with this. In the 90s, right? Rappers were rapping about the ghetto. They was rapping about violence. The Wu-Tang Clan. Like all of these rappers, Jay-Z, all of these rappers was rapping about violence. That's because we didn't have any fully successful rappers at the time. They looked successful. We thought they were successful, but the higher ups and the elites, they was taking the money. They was taking the masters. Go past Wu-Tang Clan. Go past Jay-Z. Go past all the rappers of the 90s. And now we look at all these new rappers and they still rapping about the same thing the rappers in the 90s was rapping about. The only difference is they are doing it for profit. Sayso P, doing it for profit. Sauce Walka, doing it. All of these rappers are rapping about sex, drugs, violence, and guns for profit. And that is against the universal law. That's why we are seeing so many rappers getting their heads blown off, because they have not elevated. Now, let me give you a prime example, because I know a lot of people, they come into my DM and they love to ask me certain questions, but I love to give you the answer and I love to give you the example, and I keep the receipts. Let me give you an example of evolution. Let me give you an example of elevation when it comes to a hip hop artist. I got a prime example. Jay-Z, Sean Carter. Jay-Z is the biggest puppet for the higher ups and the elites, and any and everybody that is in business, in the music or the industry, in any type, way, shape, form, or fashion, they are puppets for the higher ups and the elites. But that doesn't take away from the genius of Jay-Z lyrically. Jay-Z's music, his catalog, his discography is a genius collection. It's a collection of genius proportion, lyricism, and elevation. So I wanna, it's easy math. Jay-Z said, we used to fight for building blocks. Now we fight for blocks with buildings that make a killing. We used to fight for building blocks. Now we fight for blocks with buildings that make a killing. He is talking about death, drugs, and destruction. And the blocks that he used to fight on and used to go to war for in New Jersey and New York over the drug trade. That's how he started rapping. And then he elevates, he gains money, he gains fame and fortune, and he is no longer a crack dealer. He is no longer a drug dealer. And guess what? He drops an album with songs called Legacy on the 444 album. Still nigga. Where he's talking about wealth. He's talking about investing. He's talking about owning property in Dumbo and all of that. Think about what I'm saying to you. The reason the hip hop industry and hip hop artists are losing their life for the most part is because they are now they are rapping about the ghetto, and they don't even live in the fucking ghetto no more. They are rapping about poverty, and they no longer live in poverty. Imagine if all these rappers that are successful, that are wealthy, that have money would stop talking about the ghetto and stop talking about poverty and start giving us a bird eye view on what happens when you got $100 million, how it feels when you got $50 million, how it feels when you made your first $1 million. How did you keep your millions of dollars? What if they gave us the game on that? I bet you they'd stop getting their fucking heads blown off. If these rappers stop doing this, look.
Yeah, man, we in Memphis with this shit, man. What you talking about? Head to toe them people, man. Got that shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all that shit, man. We having this shit.
Now, right there, you got about $150,000. You got another 100,000 in watch. You got another 100,000 in jewelry. Look,
Shit, man.
look, you got money, right? Look.
Holding this shit. Sauce way, still holding those. Forever holding, putting it in a gravity unit.
Imagine if these dudes told us how they obtained strip clubs, how they obtained wealth. Imagine if they elevated. But instead, these dudes is talking just like the dude on the block. These dudes is rapping and talking and giving out the same energy as a dude that standing in front of the bodega with $4 in his pocket, eating a chopped cheese sandwich, trying to figure out how he gonna pay his bills, how he gonna pay his rent, how he gonna keep his lights on. These dudes have made all this money, and they sound and talk and give off the energy of a dude on the corner with 2 pennies in his pocket. And then wonder why when you take your ass out there in downtown Memphis, you get your head blown off. And then you want Grown Man Business TV to say, oh, it's such a nah, hell nah. Nah, this not the channel for that. Oh, it's such a shame. It's such a shame what happened to them out there in downtown Memphis. Why for the black on black violence where the poor is gonna eat the rich every time. And when you take your rich ass down there to Memphis where it's poor people at, stuffing $150,000 in your gold yard bag, your brains will be exchanged for that money. Hey, you only come here for the realest, right? Hit the like button, man. I don't want to ask your ass twice. It's 12:30 at night. I'm delivering these downloads. Hit the like button. The poor is going to eat the rich every time. And when you go down there to Memphis, Tennessee, right? And you stuff $100,000 in a gold yard bag, and you live stream it, and you walk your silly ass over down there to downtown Memphis, the shooters are gonna exchange your brains for that $150,000 in that gold yard bag. Your brains will be exchanged. And the only difference between me and them is that I'm gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. The poor is gonna eat the rich. Starting with you rappers. Big salute to Jay-Z. Yo, I listened to some old Jay-Z music last night, and listening to a lot of his music with new ears, with 40-year-old ears, it's so phenomenal. Jay-Z is a phenomenal rapper. Jay-Z is the #1 rapper of all time. Jay-Z's catalog is so diverse. It's exactly what needs to be duplicated. I'm telling you, Jay-Z gave you young niggas the blueprint. Rap about drugs, rap about poverty, rap about what you see in the ghetto. Only when you in the ghetto. When you get out of the ghetto, it's time to change your energy. It's time to change the lyrics that you are delivering to the young people, to the universe. Why have you made $20 million and you are still talking about selling crack? You are still talking about the pissy hallways. You are still talking about poverty. And I don't want you to ever get this confused. I'm not telling you to forget where you came from. I'm not telling you to never talk about where you come from. But when you are living, when you are speaking, when you are acting out a part, these dudes don't live in the ghetto. They don't talk like that. They don't walk like that anymore. Let me tell you something, because I want you to really understand what I'm saying to you. When Sayso P and Sauce Walker get in those round table meetings with them white people, they don't talk like that. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to the chat. Appreciate that. Nobody important. Appreciate that 5-piece nugget. See, I respect your message, but they are younger, and most artists mature as they age. They cater to an age group. Yeah. I get that. They are the victims, not the suspect. Listen what I'm telling you. Listen what I'm telling you though. He is a victim. He is the victim, not the suspect. But why is he a victim? Why is he a victim? And then what I want to, I like that you said that, right? I like that you said that. Yeah. It's this part, what you said right here. I respect your message, but they are younger and most artists mature as age. Salute to that. Well, what's the age of these dudes? Sauce Walka ain't no young artist. Sauce Walka is not young. I don't know what you consider young, but me, I consider young 21, 22, maybe 25. Sauce Walker's not a young artist. That's first and foremost. And secondly, they cater to their age group. Well, I guarantee you, if you do the demographic on who listen to Sauce Walka, it is not his age group. If you look at the analytics and see the demographic of people that listen to Sayso P, it's probably not his age group. It's not. These guys cater to young people. They cater to young adults, late teens and young adults. That's why Sauce Walker and his whole crew got like cartoon characters and cartoon figures. Sauce Walker is like a wrestler. They don't cater to us. They don't cater to their age group. They cater to youngins that's younger than them. But I want to go deeper than that, right? I want to go deeper than who they are catering to, because this is Grown Man Business TV. You know what I mean? You came to the right place, right? Let's take the demographic. Let's take the youngsters. Let's take everybody out the picture. You are no longer in the ghetto. You are no longer living in poverty, but you are catering to poverty. You are pushing poverty, right? Now you're pushing that to the universe. You get behind these mics, you say these spells, right? Catering and pushing and, destruction and violence and hypersexuality. Let's talk about how those words enter the universe. Let's talk about when you talk about sliding and shooting and killing and smoking and drugging and getting sexy and all of that, how those energies and those words have to boomerang right back to you. So let's take everybody out of it. Sayso P, yeah, man, I'm talking, man. We having it, man. Fuck it, man. And then some dudes that do the, yeah, man, they come and blow your goddamn head off. Because it's not natural and it's not done with pure intentions. Now, I'm going to go into a whole nother angle with this, but I want to stay right here. Like I said, When Sayso P and Sauce Walker get in the room with those upper echelon white people, they don't talk like that. You ever seen an interview with Sauce Walker when he's talking to those people? He don't talk like that. Sauce Walker's very articulate. Sauce Walker's a highly intelligent black man. Sauce Walker's a highly intelligent businessman. Yeah. Yeah, we no longer really need you talking about drinking on fofos and pouring pints of lean and smoking dope all day. We need you to tell us how you got those businesses, how you made your first million, and how you maintained your first million. And I guarantee you, if Sauce Walker starts talking and rapping about those things, he ain't gonna have nothing to worry about. Because men that talk about those things, they have proper security. They don't go out there, yeah, man, slang, man. When you elevate like you're supposed to, you realize ain't no walking down. Man, you can't walk down Memphis with no $200,000-$300,000. You just showed live on, you just did a live stream, and you think somebody ain't gonna blow your goddamn wig off for it. Yeah, I listened to some Jay. Jay says something, man. And, I think it was the Dynasty album, the intro. He said, I would turn. He said, I would get every time somebody like Enos was mentioned, I would turn green. Me being in the trenches, him living adventurous, not worried about expenditures. I'm braving temperatures below zero. No hero, no father figure. You got a partner, nigga, but I'm starving my niggas. And the weight loss in my figure starting to darken my heart. About to get to my liver. Watch it. Yo, Jay, that shit give me goosebumps when I just rehash that. Jay is the epitome of what it is to be a rapper. Now, I want to say this as well. You know, nobody's important. That was perfectly said, man. I'm not going against what you said. I respect that what you said. And, you know, people age differently. But my point to give to you is this. Either you're going to mature, or you're going to grow, or you're going to die. That's the laws of the universe. That's why I always talk about universal law, my G. I always give you the universal law. You're either anything on this earth, anything on this planet, everything on this planet, you're either going to grow or you're going to die. You're going to grow or you're not going to make it. Big salute. Stacy Glow, you know I appreciate that 10-piece nugget always. Yeah, rich nigga, poor nigga, still nigga. Imagine if Jay-Z wasn't saying that. Imagine if he was still talking about, you know, 5 a.m. on my way to the club, 4 a.m. DJ made it a rub, 3 a.m. now I'm splitting with her, 4 a.m. at the Waffle House, 5 a.m. Nigga, Jay-Z don't eat at the damn Waffle House no more. Why would he still be telling us about the Waffle House? We want to know what it feel like, and we want to know what it hear. We want to hear you talk about having a maid and a personal chef. That's what we want to hear, homie. We don't want to hear Jay-Z talking about 5 a.m. at the Waffle House. Nigga, you a married man. You got a wife and 5 children. Fuck is you doing at the club? 4 a.m. at the... We don't want to hear that from Jay. And if Jay-Z was still rapping like that, he would have a problem. Universal law would say so. You either grow and elevate or you die. And a lot of these dudes don't understand that. They make excuses like I feel like that was, you know, people age and that. No. You made yourself a victim. This what right here. Look. Oh,
G-Unit. So shit, man.
Look.
So regular, man. Get all the... Yeah, man. We in Memphis with this shit, man. What you talking about? Head to toe them people, man. Got that shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all that shit, man. We have this shit, man. See what the fuck down, holding this shit. Sayso way, man. Still holding though. Forever holding. Putting it in gravity unit. G unit.
Old ass dudes, old ass rappers, if you ask me. I don't know how old. Let me see something. Let me see something. I don't know how old Sayso P is, but I'm gonna check real quick, right? But even if he's a young nigga, his old heads is acting like young niggas. He's in the wrong place. His OGs is acting like young niggas. He's in the wrong environment. Man, salute to Jay-Z on that. I'm telling you, son. I listened to about 5 or 6 Jay-Z albums last night while I was driving. And then I listened to 444. And 444 is an album that went over a lot of people's head, homie, because it wasn't the Jay-Z they are used to hearing, because he has elevated. So when you elevate, most of the people that have rolled with you and listened to your music, they not going to understand it because they're expecting you to be Reasonable Doubt. They're expecting you to be In My Lifetime. They're expecting you to be Hard Knock Life. They're expecting you to be The Dynasty. And then you give them 444. This is the epitome. This is the elevation. This is the evolution of Jay-Z. That's what we need from you rappers. You want to stop getting your head blown off? Stop rapping like you live somewhere where somebody will shoot you. Stop going places with money and jewelry where somebody will blow your fucking head off. When you live in a whole gated community right now. Yeah, Sauce Walker, all these dudes live in a gated community with lakes and ponds and all that. HOA, Homeowners Association. You know what I'm talking about? You don't rap, you don't walk like that. You don't talk like, and now when some dudes in the ghetto come out and blow your goddamn head off, now all of a sudden, now it's an issue. Nah. I told you, you can't play in the dark and then shine your light and try to come back. Nigga, you playing in the darkness, play in the darkness. In the darkness, you might get your fucking head blown off. Let me see something. Salute to the chat. Yeah, I'm passionate about this. The message is the message. I woke up and my DM is full with Sauce Walker. I said, damn, hopefully Sauce ain't dead. I found out he wasn't dead, but his homie died. And then I see this live stream and I'm saying to myself, well, what you thought was gonna happen? Beautiful Saturday night. Where am I at? At the big house. Because when you understand evolution, you let the young boys do what the young boys do. You take your old ass in the house. When you understand evolution, you understand that, hey, I got a family. I'm a family man. I'm a father. I'm a son. I'm an uncle. Y'all got that. I catch y'all next time. I might pop out with y'all next week, but I'm going to go to the crib, man. I'm going to go take a nap, homie. Yeah, I bet you Sayso P wish his ass was at the house. I bet you Sayso P saying right now, man, God, I knew I should not have went out there. Something told me not to go. I just told y'all about that, didn't I? Yeah, I just told y'all about that. Look, watch this. Let's see this. Let me see something. Let me see something. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, it ain't pulling up. I'm not sure exactly how old he is. I'm not going to waste a lot. Hold on. I'm not going to waste a lot of time even trying to find it. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, homie. And his artist. Yeah, they ain't going to say how old he is. But at the end of the day, it don't even matter. You understand what I'm saying? You either going to evolve or you going to die. And I want to, before I go into this next angle, right? I want to just say this. We are living in a day and age where you're going to have to evolve a little faster than we did. You don't get the excuse, oh, they was young, yo, they was the victim. Nah, the goal is to not become a victim. So you're gonna have to evolve a little faster. You ain't got a lot of time to play ghetto, play gangster, play drug dealer, play shooter, play killer, whatever you trying to play, whatever character you playing. You ain't got long to play it before you're gonna have to make a decision. Hey, am I doing this or am I doing that? I already told y'all, you gonna do this, you're gonna be a man, or you gonna be gangster. And gangsters get their head blown off. Gangsters go to jail. Gangsters get robbed for the 100,000 that they was that's all gangster shit. Now, we're gonna go into another angle, but it's gonna still stay right where we at, but we're gonna segue into another part of this, and it's the imagery. The imagery plays a huge part in what we are seeing with these dudes. This was a perfect live stream. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I was able to see it. Salute to everybody that sent it to me. But the imagery, not to get too far off topic, but it's the same thing. It reminds me of what's going on with Haas and Mano, which is nasty work. I heard the leaked audio. I'm gonna do a whole live stream on that when it download. But hearing Hassan Campbell, man, that shit was nasty work. But a lot of people don't understand, Zip with the drip. It's a lot of dudes that don't understand what Haas is saying. He's not saying because you are an old nigga, you shouldn't be rapping and feeding your family. But it's about what you saying in these raps, which I already talked about. Still talking about the project buildings you don't live in. Still talking about the shit you are not involved in, right? And then the imagery that you giving to the youngsters and just to the world and just to the universe, period. Now I'm gonna give you a prime example. Like I said, Hassan Campbell, Mano, Jim Jones, right? Leaked audio was nasty, but that's not the point. Jim Jones and Mano call themselves the Lobby Boys. I mean, I can't make this shit up, homie. It's so easy. It's easy math. I can't even make this shit up. Jim Jones and Mano call themselves the Lobby Boys. And they do not hang out in lobbies. You are not a lobby boy, okay? Both of y'all got houses somewhere. Both of y'all got condos or a penthouse or a townhouse. Both of y'all got something other than a project lobby. So you do not hang in a lobby. You are a 50-plus-year-old man talking about you a lobby boy. And then y'all act like y'all don't understand what I'm saying. See, until these rappers understand they got to elevate, it's only going to be death and destruction. Jimmy, we don't really want to hear you talking about being a lobby boy. We don't want to hear you talking about cooking. He's making music for people that listen, all the dudes that he making music for have legal jobs now. These niggas work on the trains. These niggas is in sanitation. These niggas drive the trash truck. These dudes is construction workers. These dudes is truck drivers. These dudes is electricians and plumbers now. All the dudes that you talking about was in the lobby when you was in the lobby, they all got a fucking job. The same way you got a job. You are a rap artist. You are a musician. You are a taxpaying citizen, Jim Jones. Mano, you are a podcaster. Mano, you are not a lobby boy, nigga. You a YouTuber. Mano is a YouTuber. Jim Jones is a puppet for the you dudes pay taxes every year to Uncle Sam. But you want to talk to us and tell us we lobby boys. Fuck out of here. And I thought it was disgusting work even to hear dudes like Zip with the drip try to justify that bullshit. Got grown men justifying that bullshit. And that's what make my voice so powerful. That's what make Grown Man Business TV voice more powerful than CNN, more powerful than Fox News, and absolutely more powerful than DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God playing butt tag, on your morning radio. Because that is an example of what I mean, what's going on with Sauce Walka. And yeah, it's the image you portraying. It ain't about you feeding your family, Mano. Hey, Jim Jones, we ain't worried about you feeding your family. Do what you got to do to feed your family, homie. But don't play in our face like that. Don't mislead the youth. Hey, I saw a video with Jim Jones taking his, his son was at a summer camp. His son was somewhere on a boat dock with a bunch of white boys enjoying his summer. And Jim Jones snuck out there. Yeah, hold on. Let me try to find this. He snuck out there to see his son. He was so happy. White man led him down to the water. Jim Jones came around the corner. What's up, Bookie? What's up, Papa Bear? That's what he was calling his son and all that. But then he'll go in the studio. Yeah, he go in the studio and he go in there talking about he a lobby boy and being a gang member is like being in a fraternity. Well, why you ain't got your son in that fraternity yet then? Why you ain't put your son in the gang why you ain't did? Because it's all bullshit. And it don't matter the demographic that's listening to it. It don't matter who they are influencing. The universal law is going to step on that. The universal law is going to correct it if we don't. Yo, big salute to the chat, man. Let me see something real quick. It's easy. It's easy money and it's easy work, homie. So it's really, it's the spells that you are setting in the studio. It's the music that you are releasing. Talking about gang shit when you 50 years old. We don't want to hear Jim Jones. Jim Jones, how about you tell us you want to marry Chrissy? How about you give us an album explaining to us why you ain't married Chrissy? That as a man you are scared to commit to Chrissy. Why don't you give us a song talking about the anxiety that you feel when you have to think about marrying that woman that you've been with all these years? You ain't made her a Jones yet. You ain't talking about no grown man shit. You still talking about little boys. You eating kibbles and bits, Jim Jones. Man, hold on. Yeah. That's what we would respect about you, Jimmy. We would respect Jim Jones. Hold on. I ain't gonna be able to find it, man. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna get deeper into it. It's imagery. It's the imagery that y'all releasing. It's the imagery along with the music. You know how many men want to marry their girlfriend? You know how many men are scared? They are nervous. They have anxiety. They want to do it. They know she deserve it, but it's something holding them back. They didn't grow up in a two-parent household. They'd never seen somebody married for 30 years. You know how many men go through that? You know how powerful it would be if Jim Jones took another approach with that gray beard instead of talking about gang as a sorority, a fraternity and all that? The same fraternity you won't let your son go into? The elevation is missing. Yeah, hold on. I ain't gonna be able to find this clip, but it's a funny clip, and I used to see it all the time, and the shit used to just make me laugh, yo. Because Jim Jones, it was a white man. Jim Jones' son was at a summer camp, or he was spending summer with this white guy, and he snuck out there, and he called his son like Papa Bear, Poobie, a Papa, a Pooh Bear, or some shit. And it was just the weirdest thing seeing Jim Jones like a father, like being a father, like having emotion like that as a father. And you would think that at this age, Jimmy wouldn't be trying to relate to the niggas selling crack anymore, to the dope dealers, to the gang members. Jim Jones will be giving game to the men out there. Mano, nigga, Mano, you are not a lobby boy. Mano ain't no lobby boy. Mano is a YouTuber. Mano is a goddamn co-host with Angela Yee. You a co-host. Yeah, he was calling him Papa Bear and all that. But then you come and tell our children or whoever's listening to you, you tell them that the blood gang is like a fraternity in college. Well, let me give you some game, Jimmy Jones. When that RICO indictment came out for the Rolling 60 Crips, that, you know, if one fraternity member goes to jail, the rest of the fraternity don't go to jail. But when you in the gang, nigga, one guy go to jail, everybody go to jail. That's a whole nother talk. Yo, hold on. Big salute to the chat. I ain't gonna be able to find it. Shit gonna make me mad. I wish I could find it, man. What was it? Jimmy was looking crazy. Yo, and you would think to yourself, like, damn, you wouldn't even believe that. Jim Jones was mad polite to that white man. White man was walking, he was like, yo, thank you. Yeah, you got all that respect for that white man, but when you come to the ghetto, you talking about gangs and bloods and drugs and guns and shit. The universe makes you pay for that. The imagery, man. Big salute to the chat, man. Exactly. The energy you put out has to boomerang right back to you. Big salute to my G's. Big salute. Yeah, I thought it was nasty work, right? But I'll say this as well. You know, hold on. No, that's not it. Damn, I thought that was it. I thought that was it, man. That motherfucker, I thought that was gonna be the one, but it wasn't. Big salute to the chat, man. Hold on, let me see. I might be able to, it might pop up because I got, it looked like I'm kind of close to it, but I'm not. Damn. Yeah, I thought I had it. I really want to show this joint. Yeah, we up late night, man. It's 1 in the morning. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to the chat. We found it. Yeah, man, we are. Yeah, I'm only doing that to show you what I, you know, evolution, right? So this is beautiful. In the universe, you know, the energies wanted me to find it. Now, I mean, some said look a little bit further, look a little bit farther, because this is a prime example of what I mean, and this is the ultimate example. See, it's more than just your lyrics. It's more than just the things that you putting out there. That's gonna play a part. But then at the same time, you gotta understand this, the imagery. Let me show y'all. I want y'all to watch this. Watch this. Watch Jimmy. We gonna watch it a couple of times. Big salute to the chat. Run them likes up.
He went away for the weekend on how you doing, Reverend? At the lake house with his friends. So he has no idea I came out here to surprise him. I'm more happy than he is, probably.
Look at the white man. Look.
God, Phil set the play up.
Look.
What's up, Papa?
They're vegan glizzies. They said I got stuff.
These vegan glizzies, and they broke it in half. Nasty work.
Well, how you doing, Reverend?
Look,
At the lake house with his friends.
look. Now I'm gonna say this, right? Imagine if Jim Jones gave us music with this look right here. Look, look. Telling us about being a father, telling us about how it feel to hit 50, telling us how it feel to be in the music industry for over 30 years and have success. Telling us about his family, telling us about the ups and downs of him and Chrissy. Telling young men that this is the way out, not that going to a gang is a fraternity. Telling us, yeah, I see what Jim Jones does is he tells your children, right, that joining the gang is a fraternity. It's like being in a college fraternity. And then he takes his children out there with the white man on a boat dock somewhere in Jersey or some shit like that, playing with a whole bunch of white kids. He keep his son far away from that fraternity. Look, 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 look.
So you have no idea I came out here to surprise him. I'm more happy than he is, probably. My guy, Phil, he set the play up.
Look at Phil. Phil looked like a goddamn state trooper from the back. Phil looked like a correctional officer. Phil getting some money. Yeah, you gotta, and that's all Haas be saying. Haas is saying, why aren't you guys talking about this right here? Why are you showing us, everybody? Why aren't you putting it into the universe, this right here? Look, 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 look. Oh, look. Look. Little niggas sitting on the boat somewhere respectfully, enjoying the water, enjoying nature. Outside of New York City with those pissy hallways and them dirty staircases and rats and roaches and goddamn infested rats. Yeah, it's rat infested. He got his son out there with the white people, hanging out on the boat, hanging out, smelling the salt water and just enjoying life. But he went on the goddamn Breakfast Club and told you and your people, joining the gang is like a sorority. It's a fraternity, and it's just like a college fraternity. And then wonder why that energy come to you. You are not a lobby boy. Mano is a YouTuber. Mano is not a lobby boy. Mano, you're a YouTuber. You are a co-host with Angela Yee. Mano is a co-host with Angela Yee. I said it. I'm sorry. I said it, Mano. I put it out there. And they saying you a rat. And they word on the street, Mano's a rat. I didn't say it allegedly. But they saying you a rat, Mano. You need to produce your paperwork. How about this? How about this? Somebody get this to Zip. Hey, Zip, when you go to the studio with Jim Jones, tell him to have his paperwork. The same way you had Bimmy paperwork, we need you to get Jimmy paperwork. The same way you had Bimmy paperwork, we need you to get Mano's paperwork. Because word on the street, these is 2 federal informants you in the studio with. Freaky Zeke, we all know he a rat. Jim Jones hang out with Freaky Zeke. So I'm going to do a whole live stream on this. We're not going to go far off the topic, but I'm going to talk about this. Yeah, I'm gonna take the reins on this, Haas. You done already dropped the ball, Hassan Campbell. You was on the phone talking about I would love to you want to get with Jim Jones and Mano. You want to be a celebrity. So I'm gonna pick up the reins where you dropped them at. I'm gonna show you how to do this, son. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Haas. I'm gonna show you how to do this. I don't want to hang out with Mano and Jimmy Jones. I want them to get their paperwork read out loud like they did for Bimmy. Yeah. You know, when Zip was on his channel, he was reading the paperwork out loud for Bimmy. I want him to read Mano's paperwork out loud. I want him to read Jim Jones too. Yeah, look.
What's up, Papa? 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 What's up, Papa?
Got his son out there on the lake chilling out. I probably look like Virginia Beach. Word to the city, word to Norfolk. I said Jersey, but I don't even think Jersey. Nah, that boy out there in Virginia Beach for the summertime. He down, you New York niggas like to come down to the country for summertime, and when it's summertime, y'all got to go down and see your family out in the country and all that. This nigga out there in Virginia Beach on the boat. That's how the white boys in Virginia Beach live. Yeah, Pharrell Williams and all them niggas. They was on boats back in the day. He look. He looked like Pharrell Williams. And I think that it's a beautiful thing. I think it's beautiful that Jimmy got his son out there in Virginia Beach, all on the boat and all that. But then you come on the camera, you go in the studio, and you start producing all this energy. Elevation is the key, homie. Big salute to the chat. Elevation is the key. Run them lights up, man. It's over 400 people in here. It's over 400 people in here. I need at least 200 likes. At least hit the like button, man. Stop playing with it. Yeah. I'm gonna do a whole live stream on that because again, Hassan Campbell dropped the ball. Hassan Campbell got on the phone with Mano and he let Mano son him. He let Mano pat him on his motherfucking head and tell him, yeah, little nigga. Mano shut him down. I gotta say that. So, I'm gonna pick that up and I'm gonna ask. I want to see what's going on with that, cause a rat is a rat. Sayso P got his head blown off today. The message I got for you rappers, the message I got for y'all is elevation, homie. Be mindful of the energy you putting out. Be mindful of the imagery that you are delivering to the people. And understand, whatever it is that you put out there is going to boomerang back to you. That's why I don't get on this portal right here and get to playing around with it. Everything I do on this portal is very intentional. I'm very intentional. I don't get up here talking about, yo, fuck these hoes, we sticking dick and bit. Nah, nigga, nah. Nah. That ain't what I'm doing. I'm driving trucks, man. I'm maintaining a house. I'm trying to elevate to the next level, so I talk about that. I can see through the smoke and mirrors of the industry, so I talk about that. The intentions are pure. That's why the energy's blessed. That's why I'm blessed, homie. The intentions are pure. But I could get up here and talk about a whole bunch of gang shit just to get subscribers. I could get up here and talk about a whole bunch of death and destruction just to get subscribers. I could get up here and talk about a whole bunch of chaos just to get 100,000, but I'm not going to do that. Organic information. Organically. Salute to Jay-Z, man. Hey, I'm going to tell you, boy, I've been listening to Jay-Z for the last couple of days. Ooh-wee. I'm talking crazy. That nigga said, I would turn green, me being in the trenches. Him living adventurous, not worried about expenditures. I'm braving temperatures below zero. No hero, no father figure. You got a partner, nigga, but I'm starving, my nigga. And the weight loss in my figure starting to darken my heart, about to get to my liver. Watch it, my nigga. He said, I'm gonna be strong, but I'm gonna get richer by any means. By that thing that Malcolm palmed in the picture. Never read the Quran or Islamic scriptures. Only songs I read was on the arm of my niggas. Tattooed so I move around like I'm non-religious. Clap whoever tries to get between Sean and riches. Niggas say they the dawn, but I'm superstitious. Things are as dark as it's been. Nothing as gone as you predicted. I move with bit. Yo, what? I'm sorry, man. I had to go through this shit. I'm sorry, but when I listen, this shit give me goosebumps when I listen to that, and then listen to 444. You know, property and Dumbo and all that. You know, owning your masters, ownership, family, Super Bowl goals, my wife in the crib feeding the kids liquid gold. I'm on a whole different mode. Oh, we are go. You don't remember that song? That's on like 444. That's what I'm talking about. Him and Beyonce, that nigga says Super Bowl goals. My wife is in the crib feeding the kids liquid gold. I'm on a whole nother mode. Niggas can't be pigeon-toed. Yo, what? Yo, for real, son, it's deep. I can't, yo, I'm telling you, you gonna get the message or you not. You gonna shine your light in the darkness or you not. It ain't about shining your light. It's about shining your light in the darkness. It's about shining your light in the darkness, nigga. Understanding that death and destruction is profitable, but giving us the game anyway. Understanding that chaos, destruction, hypersexuality is highly profitable, but then you go and give us 444 anyway. Knowing that nobody's going to understand it, knowing that it's not profitable, knowing that it's not going to be your #1 selling album, but the game in it. That's $1 million worth of game, that album, not Gillian Wallow. The 444 album is $1 million worth of game. That's the key to this shit. That's why you gonna keep seeing these rappers getting their head blown off, because they scared to shine their light in the darkness. So now you got an old ass Sauce Walka. He understand that sipping lean and strip clubs and white bitches and all that stuff he like, that's what's highly profitable in the industry. Talking about all the property that, yo, Young Dolph did the same thing. R.I.P. to Young Dolph. The downloads are downloading. R.I.P. to Young Dolph. Young Dolph was rapping about shooting and drugging and fucking, but Young Dolph was a married man. Young Dolph was a family man. Young Dolph had one of the deepest real estate portfolios in Tennessee. Young Dolph was top 5 of the top property owners in Tennessee as a whole, not just Memphis, in the whole Tennessee. And do you have one song of Young Dolph talking about that? Do we got one song of Young Dolph saying, nigga, I own over 200 properties. I own them. Do we got one song of Young Dolph saying, yo, I buy my son a property every birthday? I'm not saying he never mentioned it. I'm saying, did he ever give us material, songs, lyrics? The key is to shine your light in the darkness. We're all going to go into the darkness, homie. When you recognize that you are in the darkness, you need to shine your light. Oh, it's profitable. Yo, I can make $40 million rapping about shooting niggas. Well, now you need to stop rapping about shooting niggas. Yo, it's profitable. I can make $1 trillion rapping about drugs and guns, and they really want me to rap about that for the school to prison pipeline. They want to fill up those prisons. Well, you want to shine your light? Don't rap about that. Sexy Red, you want to shine your light? Put some fucking clothes on. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to the chat, man. I see y'all in here. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. You know, we are at We are approaching 39,000 subscribers. We'll be at 40K no time. So I really appreciate the love, man. You know, I'm gonna show you. Look, you see it right here. You know, we just hit 5 million views on the channel. You know what I mean? We just hit 5 million views on the channel. You know what I mean? Right there. You know, yeah. We definitely running the numbers up, and we're doing it organically. We're shining our light in the darkness. This channel, we are shining our light in the darkness. We have reached 5 million views on this channel. We have almost 40,000 subscribers on this channel. I have not done 1,000 videos yet. I have not done 900 videos yet, and we are already approaching 40K, and we have over 5 million views in this channel right here. And I didn't do it talking about, you know, shooting niggas in the head. I didn't do it, you know, talking about X, Y, and Z. You understand what I'm saying? And I want to say this, you know, it ain't nothing wrong with talking about your experiences, but then tell us how you made it to the other side. You know, you tell us about shooting a nigga in the head, but you don't tell us what that did to you psychologically, mentally. You don't tell us how that affected you. You don't tell us how you couldn't sleep at night. You don't tell us how that damaged your psyche. You just tell us that you shot a nigga in the head. You just glorify that you killed a man, but you don't tell us what that did to you. So when you tell us your story, we need to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. That is shining your light in the darkness. Talking about the bad and glorifying it and capitalizing it, that's dangerous. But talking about what you did and your mistakes and your lessons, and then telling us, this how I overcame that. This is what happened when I made it to the other side. That is shining your light in the darkness. You know, I'm going to say this, man. R.I.P. to Sayso P, man. But don't play gangster and don't play hood nigga shit and then walk your ass out in the street and get your head blown off. I mean, R.I.P. to that man. Y'all boys better learn. I'm going to tell you something. I was a jack boy at one point. I never sold crack in my life, but, you know, I was in the street like everybody else, figuring this shit out. I was in the street like everybody else, man. Jack boy, had pounds of weed, was moving guns, had guns in VA, was taking them to New York, was doing all that. I was into that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really into that. You know, I'm heavy in my city. Norfolk, VA, Lil E with the waves. That's what, you know, Lil E with the waves and all that. That nigga's heavy. Heavy in the city. But this is what it looked like when you make it to the other side, my G. Let me show you. Big salute to the chat. Run them likes up. This is what it looked like when you make it to the other side and all that. You know what I'm saying? This is what it looked like when you make it to the other side, my G. You know? So you in tune with the realest. You in tune with the realest on YouTube. I'm not just gonna talk gangster shit. I'm gonna show you what it looked like on the other side, my G. This the other side, man. This what Jim Jones should be showing us. Look. I can't make this shit up. Look. Big salute to the chat. Hey, we did some decent numbers tonight, man. I feel good about that. That just let me know. That just lets me know that you know, anytime I want to go late night on a Saturday or on a weekend, when I know my subscribers, a lot of my investors, they have jobs. They are tax-paying citizens. I know better than to do something like this on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? I think it's to be sleep. You know what I mean? They got shit to do. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Salute, salute, salute. G, stop showing your crib. Why? You know what? Fire value, man. Listen. I'll say this, right? When I first got this property, it was definitely a huge adjustment, the electrical bill. And when I first got this property, it wasn't a pool back there. I just put the pool back there maybe a couple of years. Man, I might have had that pool like a year and a half now, fully installed, right? And yes, I ain't gonna lie to you. When that pool got put in the back, you know, it took me a few months. It took me a little while to really regulate the electricity in this house. It really did. Because that pool has a scheduler on it. So the pool has to run 8 hours a day, like circulating water like it is right now. You know what I'm saying? The waterfall, the blower, all that shit on the pool is circulate. So regardless if you like it or not, the pool has to run 8 hours a day. It has to circulate water. You understand what I'm saying? So that motherfucker, yeah, man. My electric bill boy, at one point my shit was going, man. My electric bill was high as hell. Now I understand, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand too, this house has 2 separate AC units. You got an AC unit that controls the upstairs. You got the AC unit that controls the downstairs. So when I first got this property, it was really hard trying to figure out how to manage the electricity. Now I know how to manage the electricity. You know, heat rises. So if it's cold outside, I could cut the heat on downstairs. It'll heat up the whole house because heat rises. I don't have to use both ACs. If it's hot, then I'll use, if I'm using the AC because it's hot, I'll cut the upstairs AC on. That cools off the whole house. So it's just little tricks. But yeah, my electric bill, man, I don't want to talk. Now look, you see how I could talk for another 2 hours. Hey, I could talk a fire value. Look, I could talk another 2 hours about my electric bill. Cause that's what the fuck grown people do. That's why I answered that question. How fire VOL. That's why I answered that, because that's some shit that an adult will say to you. Not a hooligan, not a gang member, none of that shit. It's a grown ass man or a grown ass woman could look at what I just showed you with all these lights on, and the first thing they say is, "God damn, I know that light bill high as hell." I respect when you said that. Because you know what? That's what the fuck grown people talk about. Yeah. Other way around. Say I was in the chat and you were in here moving around like that. That's I would have said, yo, that's a nice spot. But I know that light bill high as fuck, G. I would have said that. And that's what I mean. We are no longer, yo, the image of the ghetto dude that's in part, that shit is long time. That is a narrative that don't even fully exist no more. These nigga, this shit ain't the 90s. All the rappers that we know of are multi-millionaires, 100 millionaires. The whole image and narrative of the little ghetto kid living in poverty. Hey, nigga, it's so many ways to get money now. Imagine if in the 90s we had DoorDash. In the early 2000s, we had DoorDash where we could get our first car, sign it up for DoorDash, sign it up for Uber and Lyft, and we could drive around and make $1,000 a week just driving the car. Imagine if we had these tools. So the fact that they are poor, still giving us this imagery, the fact that Jim Jones, Mano are still saying lobby boy, you got to know that it's deeper than rap. You got to know that it's deeper than rap. The fact that all these rappers, Sauce Walka, all these niggas is still promoting the ghetto drinking. Oh, yo, this is for the hood. Hey, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? You done made $100 million. The fuck? How about you go to the hood and give $5 million to that hood that you talking about? I bet you won't do that. So when my man said that, it really resonated with me. Goddamn right. Hey, the first 2 years of me having this property, man, listen, man, it was whooping my ass. Whooping. I couldn't figure. I'm talking about, man, listen to me. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. I'm going in my daughter's room to see what the hell going on. My daughter, you know, it's a big house. My daughter, like, when she first moved in, you know, she wasn't used to it. So she would be scared at night. I come in my daughter's room one night. It's 3 in the morning. I go in my daughter's room. She got the big ass closet. My daughter got a big ass closet. Her closet light on, her lamps on. She got the TV on. We got to have a conversation. Hey, baby, what's going on? What the fuck you got going? Oh, well, I'm just scared at night. Well, you gonna have to get a night light or something. You know how much this goddamn electric bill is? You ain't gonna be sleeping on with 3, 4 light. Nah, baby. We got to get you a night light. Oh, daddy, I don't want to. Well, you gonna get something. Your ass gonna sleep in the dark, or your ass gonna get a night light. Yeah, when I was growing up, we had night lights. It's a low light that you plug into the wall over there. But my daughter's room so big, a night light. So what she did was, what she wanted LED lights. Genius. My daughter got LED lights all over the room, all over her bed, and shit's they everywhere. I done put LED lights all where she wanted. So now when she want light at night because she's scared, she cut the damn LED lights on. Major decrease in the electric bill. Yeah, what the fuck going on? Yeah. You can get a goddamn night light. No, you can get a night light. Yeah, I got to put a night light on for you. You ain't gonna do that shit again. Oh yeah, gonna pay the light. You gotta go pay the light bill, sweetheart. Yeah. She loved the LED, man. But yeah, you know, that's what I mean, man. You know, how I look getting up here talking about the shit I was doing in 2005 and the shit I was doing in 2009. I was running through the city between 2002 when I graduated from high school, in 2010 and 11, no, 2013, I was fucking the city up. 2014, I went to Philadelphia. But how I look sitting here for hours talking about that when I could talk to y'all about grown people's situations. I could tell y'all the game. We could talk about the light bill. We could talk about property. We could talk about just being able to shine your light in the darkness. Not falling for that trick. That is a trick by the energies, the demonic energies. That is a trick set up for you. Not falling into temptation. Having patience, learning discernment, understanding that shorty ain't in your face for no reason. That's a temptation that was sent to you, and you might want to pass the test and get the fuck. Yeah, you listening to that voice in your head. Man, I don't think you need to go to the club, man. I don't think you need to go to the club, or you need to stay up. Don't go to the club. Listening, understanding. We could talk about all the ghetto gangster shit, man. That's old news. It don't mean nothing when your ass got HOA bills to pay and you got homeowners insurance and shit you got to pay. That shit don't mean nothing. The shit you did in 1999, nigga, the dudes you shot or whatever you did, that shit don't mean nothing when it's time to pay homeowners insurance, when it's time to pay these motherfucking bills. None of that stuff pays any of these bills in this house. So why are we talking about it? None of that shit that Jim Jones and Mano is presenting to us is a factor in a real life. Jim Jones' son out there in Virginia Beach on a goddamn boat dock with some white people. That's what's really going on. Mano, you are a YouTuber. You are a goddamn YouTuber. You are a co-host with Angela Yee. You are not a gangster. You are a goddamn co-host. Get your ass on the mic and talking to the mic, Mano. And bring that paperwork next time you do that. Bring that goddamn paperwork with you, Mano. You Jim Jones, too. You caught some wild cases down here in the South, and somehow we ain't never heard your ass say, yeah, somebody read the paperwork. So listen, man, you already know what time it is, but it's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Where I'm from, Norfolk, VA. Norfolk, Virginia. Big 757. Virginia Beach, Newport News, Hampton, Suffolk, Portsmouth, Cheesetown, and Norfolk, Virginia. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you already know, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You know, you can tap in, you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Bennett. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. And we not dressing nothing up. I'm going to give you this pure dope. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Raw. No fentanyl, no quinine, no baking soda. We don't tap dance on this pure dope. I'm going to give it to you raw. Yeah, I'm going to give it to you pure. I don't want to mix it with nothing. We ain't twisting the pot. We ain't adding baking soda. Bitch is pure. It's the realest on YouTube. Yeah, y'all already in it. Hey, y'all already in the big house. Y'all ain't gonna steal nothing, right? Or you from Newport News, salute the bad news. Hey, yo, real quick, right? In that time when I was running wild in Virginia, right? Since you said something about bad news, salute the bad news. Salute to my homie Mega Bills. He be in the chat. He's a YouTuber. Dude, he play with guns and all that. I had got a plug out in Newport News where I was dealing with this dude. They called him ATL. He was a blood member. He had a big red star on his neck. I had met him when I was locked up. I was locked up in Newport News. And I was getting like sour diesel from him. He was a sour diesel plug. And I ended up, you know, I was moving back and forth, going through the tunnel, coming back to Norfolk. He would meet me in Norfolk, but I ended up getting jammed up in Newport News, and they locked me up. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting like 3 months. I did 3 months, and instead of them keeping me in the jail, they put me on a farm. Newport News used to have a farm out there. That, you know, that's where Allen Iverson was locked up at, a whole bunch of other people. And instead of putting you in jail, they put you on a farm and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was wild. And when you said Newport News, I just thought about that. Like they, they had cigarettes, weed, all that shit was on the farm. And I did 3 months out there in Newport News. Yeah, for sure. I never did years straight. I always got caught for shit and did like, one time I did like the 3 months in Newport News. I did 3 months one time out in the Eastern Shore. I did a little bit of, I did like maybe a month or so out in Chesapeake. I always did like little months here and there. But I ain't a jail nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? What Pusha T? I could never be a thug. They don't dress this well. I reside in VA, ride in VA. Most likely if I'm a I in VA. Virginia's for lovers, but trust is weight here. Trust is hate here for out-of-towners who think that they gonna move weight here. Ironic, the same place I'm making figures at, that they're the same land they used to hang niggas at. I'm from Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook. Nigga, what? I knew early I wasn't no jail nigga. I was too fly for that. I was too quick for that. I rarely got caught for anything that I was really doing. Anytime I got caught, it was for some small shit, real minor. Sometimes they just caught me on a humbug. It was never nothing. Yeah. I always been a fly nigga. I always been little E with the waves. That's what they call me in the city. Oh, you talking about what? Oh, Oh, E? You talking about Lil E with the waves? Oh yeah, he trained to go. He TTG. Yeah, that's the Virginia that's the Virginia anthem right there. That shit right there is what I hustle to. That's right there is what I got money to. That right there, yo, then fuck the bus. When we re-up, relocate, we off the rooks. And when we pull up, it ain't shit to do. But look, it seemed like they all got a problem with me in regards to my paper. Now they watching my fate. These quick to predict the outcome of my fate, wondering about clips and if they got what it take. Malice, he think he hard, tough guy to click. And Pusher, he walk around like he swear he the shit. You right on all facts, bitch. Clips is us. And there are some things that you don't discuss. Don't ask me about the Neptunes and what's they fair. Don't ask about the loud screaming chick with the hair. Don't ask about my moan and when that's coming out. Don't ask about my album and when that's coming out. Cause I feel like you really being funny on the sly. Now face down, laying on your tummy when you die. I try being humble. Humble get no respect. So the first time I hate, that's a hole up in your neck. Plus what I look like spending my life in jail. I could never be a thug. They don't dress this well. I reside in VA, ride in VA. Most likely when I ride, I'm gonna ride in VA. Virginia's for lovers, but trust is hate here. For out-of-towners who think that they gonna move weight here. See, that's for all you New York niggas. We been moving like that. Y'all thought y'all was doing, nigga, we was swiping y'all niggas. Virginia's for lovers, but trust is hate here. For out-of-towners who think that they gonna move weight here. Ironic. The same place I'm making figures at, that there's the same land they used to hang niggas at. Salute to East New York, too. Yeah, man, y'all already in the crib, so y'all ain't gonna steal nothing. I'm from Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook. I might just have to. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I could give y'all that shit every night, nigga. What? Pack it up, sell it triple price, fuck the books. That's what we was doing in VA, nigga. Pack it up, sell it triple price, fuck the books. Where we re-up, relocate, we off the rook. So when you pull up, it ain't shit to do but look. I'm from Virginia. Ooh, you nigga, boy. Yeah, nigga, what's up? Yeah, that shit is a classic, B. Classic material. Yeah, man, classic material. Hey, now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. It's gonna be abracadabra. You see it. Now you see it. Look at that motherfucker. Oh, that bitch nice now. That motherfucker do tricks now. Look at that motherfucker doing tricks. Look at that motherfucker doing tricks. Look at it. Look. Flip flop. Flip flop from there it is. Look at that flip flop. Bam. Look at that. Bam. Flip flop on their ass. There it is. Bam. Woo. Motherfucker flip flopping on your ass. You feel me? Let me get that handle this business. I got you. Just don't worry about it. You got it. I got you. I'm from Virginia. Yeah. What ain't shit to do but cook. Pack it up, sell it triple price, fuck the books. Where we re-up, relocate, we off the rook. Now watch this. Look at this. Bam, now look at that motherfucker. Oh, see how I did that? See how I cut that motherfucker? Look at that, but I cut that motherfucker. Look at that. Yeah, it's warm. I got a heater, so I can heat the whole pool up. It's really not a pool. It's really considered a spa. You know, you see, you got the. I'm gonna show you. So you got the white marble. Feel what I'm saying? Got the white marble all the way down to the end. All the way down to the end. You got the white marble. You got the stairs. You got the shelf right here, the blower. Feel me? See that? Shit like a resort, nigga. Yeah, the water's not running now. See, the pool is off. So, you know what I'm saying? You got the marble on, you got the white marble. So yeah, I got a heater. I got an electrical heater, so I can heat the whole pool up and I can heat the jacuzzi up. You know what I'm saying? And it's a saltwater pool. So it's not chlorine filled. So it don't smell like chlorine and shit when you get out of it. It's salt water. No, it's a little under 8. It's like a little under 8. It was supposed to be 7.5, but I had the diggers, I had the Mexicans dig a little. I had the Mexicans take it a little deeper. They said I could only get it 7 feet, 7.5. But then once they started digging, I had them dig deeper. Don't tell nobody. It's like about 8 feet. Don't tell nobody. All right. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to the chat, man. So listen, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You know what I mean? We going live tomorrow for sure. So make sure you hit this like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get the notifications. We going live tomorrow for sure. And we're gonna tap in on some things, all right? Yeah, I get in the pool all year. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I get in the pool all year. If it's cold outside, I can heat the pool up, heat the jacuzzi up. I can heat that motherfucking pool up to 110 degrees, 105. My bad, not 110, 105 degrees. So I could do that shit. I could do that shit anytime. The only thing about the pool is that it take, like say it's nippy outside or it's a little bit cold, right? I'll start the heater on the pool maybe the night before so that it's hot and it's warm, whatever I want it to be for tomorrow. But you can't just I can't just turn it on right now and then you got to do it like the night before or early in the day, and then you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna tell you this too, right? Once you heat that pool up, all that water, it take a couple of days for it to cool off. So once you check, once you get that motherfucker hot, that shit gonna be warm for about 2-3 days. It don't just cool off, man. Shit is crazy. Yeah. Word, Tone, I'ma check it for sure. All right, MJ, I see you in the chat, man. Damn, I think Kush Boy 420, my dog, FBA Kush Boy Wisdom B, I see you in the chat. All my wrenches, man, I see y'all. Was kind of just giving that message. Yeah. So all my big wrenches, Wisdom B, I see you in there, homie. Been a minute, I ain't seen you in a while, man. I hope you out there handling that grown man business. You feel me? We just hit 5 million subscribers, 5 million views on the channel. We approaching 40,000 subscribers as we speak. We had let me show it, boom. We got 37,721 right now. You know what I mean? Hit them subscribers. We just did 5 million views. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we working, man. Constant elevation. We are not stopping. And that's like the main point before I get out of here. Constant elevation, homie. If you don't grow, you die. And that's what a lot of these rappers is not understanding. The shit that y'all are talking about shows no growth, and that's why you die. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Before I go, I want to show y'all Rufus. Salute to my dog Rufus right here. Salute to my dog. That's my dog Rufus right here. There's my dog Rufus. Rufus is, I think he's like stone. Rufus is stone. See, this is a rock. This is a rock. Look. This is a rock. This is like a fucking rock. This shit heavy as hell. It's a rock. Look. Shit heavy as hell. It's a rock. See? Look. It's a rock. Named him Rufus. That's a white stallion right there. The nigga named Rufus. That's just what I wanted to name him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's a motherfucking rock, B. That shit heavy as hell. I will show you some more. I think I need to get that appraised. That shit probably worth mad paper. I just don't know what. I gotta get it appraised. I don't know what that shit is. It's probably like marble or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fucking head sculpture. Shit probably I get that motherfucker appraised. They be like, that's the great Louis Giuliani. That's the great Louis Giuliani. That is a ancient artifact. It's worth $490,000. I'll sell that motherfucker. Take it. Go ahead, give me that 500. Listen, man. You said who is that? I don't know who it is, man. But I inherited it. That was it. That was inheritance. So I got two of them, so I gotta see. I gotta get it appraised. I don't know what that shit is. I try to look it up, but I'm not sure who or what that is. But I know that shit is something because it's heavy. That shit is a fucking rock. They made that out of a rock. You know, you look under it, it's all like stone and shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Listen, man, it's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You know what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? I suggest you tap in.